Welcome to the Talking Child Podcast, the place where parents of late talkers can find hope and practical strategies. I'm Steph, a speech-language pathologist with over 30 years of experience helping children find their voice. Each week, we'll explore simple, encouraging ways you can support your child's communication at home, starting today. Let's get started. Hey friends, welcome back to the Talking Child Podcast. I'm Steph, a speech-language pathologist, and I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something you're probably already doing every day, playing with your child. But I'm going to show you how to turn those ordinary play moments into powerful opportunities for language growth. If you've ever thought, I want to help my child talk more, but I don't want to drill flashcards or turn play into school, you're in the right place. Play is where language blooms, and with a few tweaks, you can give your child hundreds of opportunities to practice talking without adding pressure. So grab a toy your child loves, blocks, cars, play food, dolls, even a cardboard box, and let's jump in. You know, play is a child's job. It's how they learn about the world, how they practice social skills, how they try out problem solving. When children are playing, they're focused, engaged, and having fun. And that's exactly when their brains are ready to soak up language. So instead of feeling like you need to sit your child down and teach, you can simply join them in what they're already doing and give them rich language input in a way that feels natural and fun. That's what today's episode is about. Let's talk about 3 practical strategies you can use starting today. Let's start with one of my favorite tools: follow, describe, and delight. Here's what that means. First, you follow your child's lead. This might be the hardest part for us grown-ups because we're used to setting the agenda. But instead of choosing the toy or telling your child what to do, just pause and watch for a moment. Notice what they're interested in. Maybe they pick up a car. Maybe they start stacking cups, and then join them where they are. Once you've joined their play, the second step is to describe what's happening. Keep your language short and simple. Think 3 to 5 word phrases. If your child is stacking blocks, you might say, up, up, tall tower. And then when it falls, boom, tower down. This kind of parallel talk, describing what they're doing, gives your child the exact words that go with the action they're focused on. And when you keep it short and rhythmic, it's easier for them to imitate. The third piece is my favorite: delight. Let your face light up. Use a playful tone. Laugh when something silly happens. Your joy makes the words stick. Kids are much more likely to repeat words that feel fun and connected to a happy moment with you. And here's a big tip: leave space. After you describe what's happening, pause and look at your child. That quiet moment gives them a chance to make a sound. Try a word or just make eye contact, and that's communication too. You can respond to any of those with more language and excitement. Yes, big tower. So if you only do one thing this week, try this. Follow their lead. Describe what you see and sprinkle joy all over it. You'll be amazed how much language can come out of just 5 minutes of this. All right, once you're describing what's happening, the next step is to grow your child's language by modeling and expanding what they give you. Here's how it works. Let's say your child points to the fridge. You model milk. If they try to say milk, even if it comes out as meh, you celebrate and expand. Want milk? If they say, want milk, you can go one step further. Want milk, please? This is called the +1 strategy. You're always giving them language that's just one notch higher than where they are, close enough that they can try it too. You can also use expansion to give correct grammar without correcting your child. If your child says, "Dog, run," you can respond with, "Yes, the dog is running," in a happy, natural tone. This way, they hear the correct form over and over without feeling like they made a mistake. And if your child has speech sound errors, this is your moment to model without pressure. If they say tat for cat, you can smile and respond, "Yes, cat, soft cat, pet the cat." You're giving them a perfect model, but you're not asking them to repeat it or making them feel wrong. Here's why this works. Children learn by hearing thousands of examples. And when those examples are just slightly more advanced than what they can already say, it pulls them forward without overwhelming them. This also works for kids who use signs or AAC devices. If they press the More button, you can say, "More bubbles? Want more bubbles?" while you blow the bubbles again. You're modeling more complex language and connecting it to something motivating. Okay, this last one might be the most fun. Creating what we call communication temptations. This is where you set up little situations that encourage your child to communicate, but in a playful way. You're not forcing, you're just making communication irresistible. For example, you can start a routine like ready, set, and then pause dramatically. Most kids will look at you or try to say, "Go!" And when they do, you celebrate and finish the action. Go! You can also try putting a favorite toy just out of reach, where they can see it but not grab it, and then waiting. When they point or look at you, you can say, "Blocks? Want blocks?" and hand them one piece at a time, giving them many opportunities to interact. Another fun way is to create a silly problem. Maybe you hand them a toy with the lid closed, or you put their shoe on your head. When they notice and react, you can model language. "Uh-oh, shoe on head, silly." The key is to make the obstacle tiny and the success quick. You want them to feel powerful, not frustrated. If they get upset, help them right away and praise the attempt. "You asked for help. Open. There we go." This approach turns everyday moments, snack time, bath time, playtime, into dozens of natural chances to communicate. So let's put it all together. 3 simple but powerful ways to promote language during play. First, follow your child's lead. Describe what's happening and let them see your joy. Second, model and expand. Whatever they give you, make it just a little bigger. And third, create small, fun opportunities that tempt them to communicate. Then wait for their response and celebrate it. Here's my challenge to you this week. Choose one 10-minute play session and focus on just one of these strategies. Write down one thing your child did or said that made you smile. Seeing that little bit of progress will keep you encouraged. And remember, you don't have to do this perfectly. Even a few intentional moments each day can make a big difference. Celebrate the small wins, laugh together, and trust that every word, sound, and smile is building your child's communication skills step by step. You're doing a great job, and I'm cheering you on as you turn playtime into powerful connection time. I can't wait to hear how it goes. I'll see you next week for another episode of the Talking Child podcast. Thank you for listening to the Talking Child podcast. If you found today's episode helpful, I'd love for you to share it with a friend. You can also grab a copy of my book, Helping Your Child Find Their Voice, available on Amazon. and find parent coaching or speech therapy services at synergyspeechandlanguage.com. Be sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss future episodes. I'll see you next time.